Hello again, Bats. Today I'm going to do something a little bit unusual for this channel and get political. I don't normally do that here. It's not a channel about politics. It's a channel about fairy tales and goth and other fun, frivolous stuff like that. But some things are too big to not talk about. So last Saturday, as of today, January 25th, last Saturday, there was this big event in DC and across the world that you may have heard of called the Women's March. I drove up to DC with my friends Sarah and Emily, and we participated in the Women's March on Washington. We're looking for foodstuffs because it's like it's like 7 a.m. and we haven't eaten anything since last night.
And peed.
Oh yeah, we also all really have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, that's the thing. Also, we've all had, like, collectively, I think about 6 hours of sleep tops.
Yeah, I think
less than that. I think more like 4 or 5 collectively.
probably collectively.
4 sounds right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good day.
Yay! Women's rights.
It was a long day with very little sleep.
So we've got about
Hi! And Sarah's over here.
Hi, I'm right here.
We are about a half an hour out from the beginning of the march, and we are looking for our friend Rachel, who lives in DC and seems to believe that we have better knowledge of the city streets than we actually do, because her instructions have not actually led us to her.
Nope. We're by a pizza
But whatever,
place.
we are by a pizza place. We are sending her a message telling her to come to us at this point. But the march is imminent. Really, the rally is imminent, and then the march is after that.
Many people.
Oh my God, there's so many people.
But like a good number of people. Like, this is good.
Yeah, no, this is amazing. Like, this isn't even the biggest mass of people that we've seen.
Can you even see like the group down there?
I don't know. It's a,
Ooh, look at the people. I mean, I was telling my friends, I hope I don't see you at the march, because that means that there's a ton of people, and the more people there are, the less likely I am to see my friends. So I hope I don't see you, friends.
the feeling of camaraderie, the number of people I saw just helping each other out was amazing. We are in the thick of it right now. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, no, wait.
And there are just more people filing in, and it's amazing. I got to hear Gloria Steinem speak. I got to hear Michael Moore speak, who, despite being sort of divisive in his movie making, was actually an amazing speaker. The senator from, oh gosh, I'm blanking on her name. The California senator, woman of color, I'm totally blanking on her name. I'm going to put it right here for you guys to read, because I cannot for the life of me think of it, but her speech was amazing, and really, I think, summarized a lot of what the march is about and what women's rights are about. Her comment was that she was always the first woman or the first woman of color to hold whatever office she had just won throughout her career, and that people would always come up to her and say, oh, you know, great, talk to me about women's issues. And she said, of course, I'm so glad you want to talk about the economy, about healthcare. And she just had this litany of broader issues that are all women's issues, not just because, obviously, as human beings on the planet, human issues are women's issues, but because when we talk about the economy, we're also talking about pay equality. When we talk about health rights, we're talking about reproductive health rights, etc., etc. It was an amazing speech. She is my new political crush, like, this far behind Cory Booker. Maybe this far ahead of Cory Booker. Cory Booker is pretty awesome.
My favorite so far has been that they keep asking us, do you want to march? And we're all like,
yes, let us fucking march!
And then more people keep talking, preventing us from doing the thing that is advertised for this event. March, not rally, march.
So now we're standing and my feet hurt.
And I have this sign, and I just want people to laugh at it.
We pushed our way up a couple of blocks, but now I'm tired and cranky and just want the fucking crowd to walk and march. How do you feel about this, Sarah?
I just want some chicken nuggets. I don't think it's a lot to ask, but apparently it is. My legs feel like a newborn baby giraffe, and like I don't know how to walk anymore because I've been standing for so long. But I think chicken nuggets would fix that.
My feet hurt.
My feet also hurt.
Oh, my feet hurt too.
The footage from the day of me and my friends ends on kind of a sour note, and I am sorry about that. They were not communicating about the fact that we couldn't march because the march route was full of people, because they got 500,000 people when they had expected 200,000 people, and so the parade route, the march route, was just completely full of people already, so there was nowhere to march to. We were already filling the entire space of the march route. And so they just kept bringing up speaker after speaker and musical act and musical act. And it got very frustrating, not knowing what was going on, not knowing how much longer it was going to be until we marched, etc., combined with our lack of sleep, combined with the fact that we'd had food, but it was all like Cliff Bars and Pop-Tarts and not really what I'd consider real food. We were all a little cranky, which is, like I said, unfortunate, because overall it was an amazing day. As someone who, you know, has a uterus, identifies as a woman, is bisexual, is pagan, I really am scared about what the next 4 years are going to bring. I'm not going to get into everything that Trump has done in the last less than a week that he's been in office and how appalling pretty much everything he's done is to my sensibilities. You all have the internet, you can Google that stuff. I have opinions. I have strong opinions, and they are not favorable toward... Oh, I can't even say it. It's really hard to say President Trump. I have so much respect for the office of the presidency, and I'm trying really hard to let some of that respect I feel for the office to spill out onto Trump himself, and it's really not working very well. Even a lot of conservatives are saying stuff like, oh, you know, you didn't hear us bitching about Obama, or blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, first of all, you bitched about Obama a lot, conservatives, so please don't pretend like you didn't. But perhaps more to the point, in the years that I have been a legal adult allowed to vote in the United States elections, we have twice elected somebody I voted for. Both of those times we elected Barack Obama. I didn't vote for Bush. I mean, I voted in that election, but I did not vote for Bush. And I didn't like his politics. But I genuinely believed that, regardless of our difference of opinions, he was doing what he felt was honestly best for the country. I felt that he surrounded himself with, again, people whose politics I disagreed with, but who were qualified for the jobs they were doing. I don't know if you've looked at any of Trump's, like, cabinet appointees. These people are not qualified for these jobs. Like, just flat out not qualified, have conflict of interest. I'm terrified. I am genuinely frightened of what the next 4 to potentially 8 years is going to bring. And I hate to, you know, Godwin's law myself here, but all I keep remembering, like, I keep thinking about the fact that Hitler rose to power in a democratic government. Like, scary things can happen just because we have a democracy, and just because there are theoretically safeguards and checks and balances does not mean that things are actually safe. So, whatever your politics, wherever you stand, stay vigilant and get active. Get active. This is not a time for complacency. This is a time to get up and go support the causes you believe in. The Women's March was awesome and uplifting. And I know that there are problems that people are pointing out about, you know, white feminism and inclusivity, and I'm not saying the Women's March was perfect, but it was powerful and it was beautiful. And it was possibly the largest protest in the history of the United States of America. So think on that for a second. Stay spooky and get active.